Is it recording? Okay. Oh. All right. It's very interesting. We're at my old high school and I drove past by it, so I decided to come and just say a few things. And it's very interesting because it's 2026 and I graduated high school in 2016. So it's been 10 years since I graduated high school. And life is so much different than I thought it would be. If you had asked me where I would be in life 10 years ago, I probably would have said something along the line of, having my own family, being successful, being a millionaire, having a big house, having like a Lamborghini, all those things. Dreaming big. And life has its ways of humbling you. Oh, fuck. My bad, guys. Give me a second here. We're gonna celebrate 2026 with a mini cigar. But I guess, come to think of it, back in high school, I didn't realize on how big life really is. I just thought that life has this linear progress or this linear way of being. But one thing you realize is that there's multiple different paths of where life can take you. Like I said, if you had asked me 10 years ago where I think I would be in 10 years, I probably would have said either having a fiance, a wife, having my own kids, living in a big mansion, and none of those things are real. None of those things are my reality, and there's nothing wrong with that. And it just goes to show that life has its ways of humbling you, Right now, I live alone. I have a car I'm grateful for. I live in a nice condo apartment. I have a dog. I didn't think I'd have my own dog. I have a Doberman. I have my business. I just shut down my business, started a new one. And so, kind of starting fresh. I know there's a lot of people that graduated in 2016 that are married, have their own kids, have stable jobs. Some are still in school. I know some are just starting their lives. Some people just got their career started. Others dead. Some married, have their own family. So everybody lives a different life, and life is beautiful because you never know where you're gonna be. You think you're gonna be one thing, but in reality, you actually won't. I don't even really know what I want to say. Kind of just trying to reminisce here. But the key thing here is that go in your own pace. You don't need to rush things. You don't need to follow this blueprint because there's no blueprint in life. Nobody can really predict their own life, right? We put so much pressure in ourselves thinking that we need to have specific things at a specific timeline or be a someone. I didn't think I was going to be an entrepreneur. I didn't think I was going to be the risk taker that I am today. I didn't think that at 28 years old, I'm kind of just starting, have a really small circle, but it's okay. I still have a lot of the people that was in my life 10 years ago in my life right now. So those are the real ones, and I've created new friends along the way, but yeah, I don't know. 28, 10 years ago I graduated high school. So interesting. I didn't think life was going to be as big as it is. You know, I'm still living in Ottawa, but I have big plans of leaving hopefully this year. And it's pretty exciting, you know? I remember when I was in grade 12, I was driving to school. I would pick up this girl. I had a big crush on her. I'd pick her up from her house, and it was around the winter time, and so I would be very excited when I would see a lot of snow on the ground, because I knew that the buses were going to be slow, and I had a car at the time, and so I would text her first thing in the morning and ask her if she wanted a ride. I would offer a ride, and we'd go to class together. I'd pick her up, we'd go to class together. We'd be late most of the time, but at the end of the day, I'd just feel good, because then I would walk into school. We had first period together. We'd walk into class late together, but you know, everybody liked this girl, and so the fact that I get to walk to class with her, and knowing that I picked her up and we came to school together, at the time was my biggest flex, you know? Felt good. But yeah, it's just core memory of this parking lot. Picking her up. But yeah, I mean, the crazy thing is now all of those things are just memories now, right? That's no longer the reality, but you can definitely make I don't really know what I want to say here. Just what you get when you hang out with me, when you hang out with David. Whew. Definitely need to get new tires. But anyway, you know, back then I thought I knew what I wanted, and life had its ways to show me that. You know, back then I thought I knew what I wanted, but I'm nothing like what I thought I would be, and it's okay. And you know what? For those of you that don't know what it is the fuck that you want to do or want to be, it's okay. It's not a race. There's no blueprint in life. The only one advice I would say is just go and do shit. Go do things. Explore, have fun. Figure out yourself. I'm 28 years old and I'm still figuring out myself. In the last couple months, I've learned so much about myself. I've gone through so much trouble. I've gone through so much crisis. And not until then, I thought I knew who I was. I thought I knew everything about myself, but not until, you know, you lose people in your life, you start over, that you really don't know. You really don't know. So, but one thing's certain. The only time you lose is when you quit. So, never quit. Keep going. Be the person who you were meant to be. Like I said, I'm not the same person who I was 10 years ago. I'm not even the same person who I was a year ago, even a few months ago. You know, I'm running a whole different business now. My mindset is different. My perspective is different. I thought I'd be engaged at this age, this time, but I'm not. I thought I'd be running a multi-million-dollar business, but I'm not. We start. It's a new beginning. Ugh. Anyway, I don't even know what the fuck it is that I'm trying to talk to you guys about. But for those of you that know me, you guys know I fucking love cars. And so I want to show you guys what I'm driving. I'm driving this 2019 Audi A7. You know, an RS7 was my dream car, but that's what it was. Okay, but that kind of changed. So it's all black Audi A7 2019. I love this car. Fortunately, somebody fucking hit me at a parking lot back in September. I haven't taken care of that yet. Don't really have the desire to. It's a great car. It's a 356 horsepower, around 320 torque, and it's a beautiful car. I love it. It's interesting because, you know, Audi used to be my dream car, but now it's just my car. Man, one thing I realized, don't get don't get your dream shit, because then, like, you know, this car used to be my dream car, now it's just my car. Maybe I'm just not grateful enough. Maybe I need to practice more gratitude. But other than that, man, people always say things are impossible, but I remember a couple of years ago, people would always say, you know, don't get a luxury car, it's impossible, it's very difficult to get a luxury car. But when I was like 21, 22, I got my first BMW, and it wasn't that difficult. I don't know why people instill so much fear in people, you know? Back then, if I had listened to people, I probably wouldn't have pulled the trigger. But once I was able to buy my BMW and realize that it was possible and it's not as difficult as people say it is, it opened up my mind so much. After that, I got a Mercedes-Benz. Well, BMW was a BMW 2016 BMW 228i. So it was a coupe, and then I had it for like a year or 2 years, sold it. Then I got a 2015 Mercedes C400. That thing was beautiful. Then I got rid of it because I got Kaido, big dog, and I got a Honda CR-V. That one was a 2020. Then I got rid of that. Now I got this 2019 Audi A7, very low mileage. I got it at like 36,000 kilometers. And so it's beautiful. Yeah, I love cars, but I'm trying to leave this country. Go to the Philippines, live there. I'm gonna buy a truck, I'm gonna buy a motorcycle, and I'm gonna buy a jet ski and a fishing boat. It's gonna be my life, you know. Then maybe come to Canada here and there and just buy a Porsche. I don't even really care. Maybe a Porsche GT3. I don't really want the GT RS. Maybe GT3, or maybe just a Carrera for GTS. 911 Carrera GTS. Yeah, anyway, almost done smoking the cigar. Feet's getting cold. Been yapping for 14 minutes. But anyway, life is beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ever fucking quit, because when you quit, that's when you lose. I've lost so many times, but the reason why I'm standing as strong as I am is because I've lost so many times. The beautiful thing about losing is that unless you die, you can try again. And when you try again, you can try smarter, better, stronger, more conviction, and you understand the game better. So yeah, keep going, keep going. Unless you're dead, then there's not much you can do about it. Whew. But yeah, let me show you guys my school. Yes, Lester B. Pearson Catholic High School. But a beautiful view right now. Anyway,